A lot of views that are coming in right now on the Uniform Civil Code, and many who are also opposing it. Joining us here on India Today, I'd like to introduce now live and exclusive here on 6 p.m. Prime, Kerala Governor Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan. Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan, thank you for joining us here on India Today, sir. I'm curious to know what really your view is on the Uniform Civil Code, considering back in 1986, I remember you walked out of the Congress over the handling of the Shah Bano case. So what's your view on UCC?
Constitution clearly says, Article 44, the fourth chapter of the Constitution, which lays down the directive principles of state policy, and it says that the provisions contained in this part shall not be enforceable by any court, but the principles therein laid down are nevertheless fundamental in the governance of the country, and it shall be the duty of the state to apply these principles in making laws. And Uniform Civil Code is one of the directive principles where a state is obliged to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. Therefore, my view and your view, once we have accepted the Constitution to be our national scripture, then there is no way we can run away from that. No. And Uniform Civil Code, in my opinion, is not to bring about uniformity of customs, uniformity of rituals, or uniformity of practices. It is about uniformity of justice. That sure. If two persons placed in similar circumstances, if they go to the court, then while delivering the justice, no distinction is made on the basis of the religious affiliation of these people. It is about uniformity of justice.
Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan, you're saying there's no differences, and that's what Uniform Civil Code is all about. It's quite the opposite reaction that's coming from many political leaders, including the Kerala Chief Minister, Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, who all deem UCC as being discriminatory against Muslims. You as a Muslim, sir, what do you have to say to them?
When the draft, nobody has seen so far the draft.
Yeah.
How can you label this kind of criticism? And then you should ask him that when the left parties were betting for Uniform Civil Code at least till 1990, Mr. E.M.S. Namboodiripad was the most vocal supporter when I had resigned from the government. Then what has happened in between for the left parties to depart from their earlier stand?
Okay, but you know, Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan, it's not just the likes of the Kerala Chief Minister. There are many who claim to represent Muslims across the country. The AIMPLB, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM, they too have taken a very, very clear and rigid stand against the UCC. Why is that? Why is it that there are so many of these groups that are saying, look, we don't want Uniform Civil Code?
I do not know about the Muslims or any sectional. I never look at things from this angle, because serving sectional interest goes against the spirit of the Constitution. But I know one thing, that this will definitely serve the cause of uniformity of justice. And I shall not be, no two persons who are victim of the same kind of oppression will be, in delivering the justice, they will not be discriminated on the ground of religion.
But do you, Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan, believe that if a UCC is brought in, it will trample upon a Muslim's right to practice religion?
No, well, everybody is entitled to their opinion, and we know Law Commission has already asked people to give their opinion. They can give. In fact, they can prepare even a draft and send it to the Law Commission and the government to ensure that it is not HCC, it is UCC. And they can be rest assured that every suggestion which anybody makes will be given serious consideration.
So you've mentioned how this process is going about, that there are in fact consultations that are happening with groups, with religious groups, to get their view as well. Do you agree with how this is being conducted, sir, before UCC is brought in?
What else the Law Commission is doing? They have already written to everybody. They are consulting them. We are a huge country. This is the only manner in which you can consult people.
And finally, Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan, you're the governor of a beautiful state like Kerala, which is also culturally diverse. There's also concern and some criticism that's come forth saying that, look, UCC could trample upon cultural diversity. What's your response to that?
I have already made it clear that the purpose of law cannot be to bring about uniformity of custom, ritual or practices, or labeling these differences. The purpose of the law is to bring about uniformity of justice. Where two persons placed in similar circumstances, they are not delivered different kind of justices because they belong to different religions.